जम अवगन परे एक गुण नाही, अमृत छाड़ दिखे बिख खाही। माया मोह परम पह पुल्य है, सुत दारा सिहो प्रीत लगाही। एक ऊतम पंथ सुनिहो घर संगत, ते मलंत जम त्रास मटाही। एक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, घर रामदास राखो शरनाही। एक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, घर रामदास राखो शरनाही। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Sasangi ji, we apologize for the delayed time. Unfortunately, due to the live program from France in the Barsi of Baba Takar Singh ji Pindrawale, we had to show that first, and obviously, we've got great respect for them. Obviously, I allowed that to happen. We're going to be talking about the Shorte Sahibzade today, like I did on the 21st of December, with your blessings, with your kirpa, Amar di kirpa de naal. We went through the ityas, the full history of the Vadde Sahibzade and the Saka Tumkur Gadi. Today, one humble request to yourself again. Please, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਸੀਸਾਂ ਦੇਣੀਆਂ. You're going to bless me with ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, that hopefully that I can give the correct account, the correct history, the correct ityas and the vichara of the Shorte Sahibzade and the Saka Asrahand. And I also do ardas, humble benti to Baba Fateh Singh ji and Baba Zorawar Singh ji, that tusi vi kripa karyo, that I give the right account and the sahi ityas to the Saz Sangat about your ityas. Baba ji ki kripa karni. This is my humble request to yourselves. With your blessings, I'm hoping that we can continue with the show. Because I haven't got very long to do the show, like I said, that we were requested by the youth to give us a full account of what happened to the Shorte Sahibzade. We see their pictures all the time, but what happened to them? Because this is one of the greatest stories you will ever hear. And the best thing about this whole kahani is, in one respect, is all such. It is truth. Nothing's been made up. All of it has been from accounts from Musliman, for example, Allah Yar Khan, and to Hindus, from Sikh historian, or some of the evidence you're going to hear is from the Subedar's court itself, in the court of Wazir Khan. When the guy writes down what's happening in the court, some of the ityas comes from there directly. So I want to share this with yourselves, like I said, with your blessings. Hopefully I'll do some kind of justice to it, but I need your benti that you pay attention to this ityas, because it's our duty to, number one, learn about this history, and number two, that we teach our children and others of what happened with our ityas. And especially with the Shorte Sahibzade ityas, is one of the most powerful, inspirational history piece of evidence you will ever hear. And it is unparalleled to any other history to compare to in any other culture or community on this planet. So we should be very, very, we should be very proud of this. And one marfi before I start, most of the talk will be in English, simply because what I'm trying to do is, with your blessings, is trying to reach out to the Naujawan that might be distant from the Guru Sahib. And what I'm trying to do, because what Mar tells us is that when you teach the children about their history, what they become is from Pot also Potapan Janne. What happens is they become from someone who just is normal son to someone who's Agyakari, someone who has respect for their faith, someone who has respect for their community, someone who has respect for their parents. This is what happens when you teach our children about their ityas. And the ityas that we're going to learn today is of the Shorte Sahibzade. And I want to take you back, because obviously if you missed the first part, we talked about Vadde Sahibzade. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, if you type in Chamkor Gadi the Saka, there's a video of that. Or if you're on Facebook, if you go on to facebook.com/Sikh Youth Project, the first part is on videos on there. So it's very important we know what happened on both sides. And I want to take you back now, Sasangaji, because I've got to start. I want to take you back, Sasangaji, and we're going to go back to Sarsa Nadi. We're going to go back to the banks of the Sarsa Nadi. You remember when Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj has left the Qila, their Sikh, we learnt of all the Vashoda that's taking place at Sarsa Nadi. And we learnt that Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, along with Bhai Daya Singh ji, Bhai Taram Singh ji, Vadde Sahibzade and Charlie Singh on one side, you got Bhai Mani Singh ji with Mata Sundari and Mata Sahibkot on one side, and you got Mata Gujri, Mata Gujar Kaur. Mata Gujri was the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj.
Mata Gujri ji is on Kode Aswar, they're on horseback along with Baba Fateh Singh ji and Baba Zorawar Singh ji. Baba Fateh Singh ji ਨੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਬਿਠਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ ਤੇ Baba Zorawar Singh ਪਿੱਛੇ ਬਿਠਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ on horseback. Okay, as the Mashoda separation takes place, Mataji is on one side with the Shote Sahibzade. And I'm going to talk about this particular ityas because we talked about the Shote Sahibzade. I want to talk about what happens here with Mata Gujri ji and what happens with the Shote Sahibzade. When the separation takes place, I want you to think about this, please, because this is the mother of Kalgitar Pitta Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. This is the mother and the Taram Patni of Guru Tegh Bahadur ji Sahib. Okay, think about this. Mata Gujri ji is when they're doing the Vishoda, she could see everyone's getting separated. In her mind, what khayal must have come? What thoughts must have come in her mind at that time, in Mataji's mind? Mataji must have thought about all those happy times when Guru Gobind Singh as a lal and was used to play in their god. Must have played when Guru Gobind Singh ji, when they were young, used to play in their Mata's laps. She must remember the times when the Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj was growing up, they used to do Shastra Vidya. Mataji remembers the times when all the Sikh Sangata would come from far away to come do darshan of Guru Sahib and of Mataji. She remembers all these times as the lead Anandapur Sahib, as the Vishodas taking place. What khayal must have gone through Mataji's mind that day as the Vishodas taking place. And now today she's seen her family being separated. She's seeing Mata Sundariji, Mata Sahibkaur one side. She's seeing the Vadde Sahibzade and Guru Gobind Singh ji, her own son, on one side, and she's with the Shote Sahibzade on one side. Due to the strength of the current of the Sarsa Nadi, which is at full capacity that day, Mataji, along with the Shote Sahibzade, when they're on horseback, they've washed further down the river. When they finally get onto the banks, Mata Gujri ji with the two Shote Sahibzade, I want you to imagine this scene. Hopefully the pictures will be up on the screen also. As they're walking through the jungles, right? They're walking through the jungles with Mata Gujri. The Shote Sahibzade are holding their hands. And Baba Fateh Singh ji, now this is the most important part we need to understand. Baba Fateh Singh ji at this age is 5 saal di umar chane. 5 saal. 5-year-old Baba Fateh Singh ji is. And Baba Zorawar Singh ji di umar 7 saal hai. 5 and 7. Look how young these young princes were. Our younger brothers, look how young they were. And whether with Mata Gujri ji. Mata Gujri ji is elderly. Okay? So this is, you got Mata Gujri with the two Shote Sahibzade walking through the jungles, and they're holding the hands of Mata Gujri ji. And what must have gone through their khayal at that time? Because what Ityas tells us is Baba Zorawar Singh, the elder of the two, asked Mataji, Mataji, Vadde Sahibzade kithe ne? Mataji, Kalgitar Pitta kithe ne? Mataji, baki de Sikh Sangata kithe gayiyan ne? What jawab was Mata Gujri ji must be given the hosla to the two Shote Sahibzade when they're asking and looking around there, because they can't see anybody, there's nobody with us. Normally the Vadde Sahibzade are with us, but normally the Sikh Sangata are with us. Today Mataji koi hai nahi naal, what's happened, where are they all? And Mata Gujri ji is explaining to him the Vishoda, the separation as it taking place. But tusi fikr na karna, we will meet with them, we will reunite with them once again. Don't get disheartened. We will meet with them again. So Mataji is telling the Shote Sahibzade that don't worry, fir bhi assi milange. So as they go on, because I've got to cut the long story short here, because I'm trying to get to the main ityas and I'm trying to give you the key points with your blessings. Please bless me that hopefully I'll give you the right ityas with the right evidence, and I'll do it some kind of justice. Cutting long story short, we've seen the Mashora Pagya. We see that Mataji is with the two Shote Sahibzade. This is what happens next. Mataji meets a person called Gangu. Gangu was a person who used to do seva at Anandpur Sahib in Maharaj de Hazurij. Okay, in Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Darbar, wo seva karda raya, Gangu. Mataji sees them. Gangu sees Mataji and it remembers this is the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He goes over to them and says to him, Mataji, the Mughal armies are after you. You'll be safe at my house. You'll be safe at my house. But there were other attentions to this Gangu. In his mind, there was other attentions. He knew that there's over 10 lakh da kera at Anandpur Sahib. He knows that the Bai Hill Raje and the Mughal forces from Lahore, from Sarhand, from Delhi have come to capture Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He knows that Mata Gujri Ji and the two Shote Sahibzade are on their own. There's nobody with them today. He knows that this is the time that he can take something from this. He can gain something from this. Maya lalach ore man ch vas gayi. Corruption came into his mind. He knew that Mata Gujri ji had a small khajana with him. He could see that Mata Gujri ji had gold coins on him. So in his mind, he's saying to Mata ji, "Tusi mere kol aao. Come and stay with my house. You'll be safe." Mata Gujri ji kende, because he recognized from Gangu from when he used to do seva Anandpur Sahib. He goes, "Okay, theek hai ji." They go. When they get to Gangu's house, Rehra Sahib da time ho raha. Is Shama da time ho gaya. When Mata Gujri ji does Rehra Sahib the part along with the Chote Sahibzade. This is something we need to learn from Mata Gujri ji. When Mata Gujri ji thale baithe ne to do Rehra Sahib the part, what she does is she doesn't tell the children कि छोटे साहबजादे तुम जाके खेलो एक पासे एक बैठो. माता गुजरी जी ने आप बैठा के एक बाबा जोरावर सिंह एक पासे बाबा फतेह सिंह एक पासे ते पाठ आप कीता ते आप करवाया भी छोटे साहबजादे दे नाल. छोटे साहबजादे ने रहरा साहब करके पाठ पूजा करके अरदास करके then they do nasta, they have some food, they have something to eat. It's takara pe giyan. This is an account that I need to give to you. This is what happens next. Because this is, Sasangaji, it's very important that we try to think about this now for a second. Hopefully there'll be images on the screen also to help you think about the scene, but it's very important that we, with our minds, start thinking, who are we talking about here? Whose in commemoration are we talking about today? The Chote Sahibzade, the younger princes of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Sade Chote Pra, at the age of 5 and 7. We're talking about Mata Gujri, the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, and we're talking about what happens to him. And then we know that the separation has taken place. They're at Gangu's house. Gangu said to them safe, but we're going to find out that Gangu's attentions are somewhere else. But due to some historians, what they're trying to tell you here is the characteristics, right, the attributes of the Chote Sahibzade. A few weeks ago, we were lucky enough to have Bhai Kulwinder Singh Ji sitting with us, and they told us about Baba Fateh Singh Ji and the characteristic of Baba Fateh Singh Ji and the pyar that he had for his elder brothers. I'm going to give you that characteristic again once again, just to reiterate your mind who we're talking about. Baba Fateh Ji, at the age of 5 saal di umar, right, what they say is when they find out Baba Ajit Singh Ji is doing Shastra Vidya, right, they're doing Shastra Vidya with other Singhs. Baba Fateh Singh goes to Baba Ajit Singh Ji, कि मैं भी Shastra Vidya करना चाहता था, I want to spar with you, right? Baba Ajit Singh said, you're only small yet, तो कोई बड़ा होगा फिर spar कर ले. And Baba Fateh Singh said, no, this can't be right. Baba, you heard Bhai Kulwinder Singh tell us, Baba Fateh Singh Ji went back, right? They wore a dastar, a bunga, so tall as to reach to Baba Fateh Singh Ji, Baba Ajit Singh Ji, and Baba Fateh Singh Ji came back into where they're doing Shastra Vidya, the classes, and they said to Baba Ajit Singh, "Hon main naal Shastra Vidya karo." And Baba Ajit Singh inna khush ho ke unna naal Shastra Vidya khedi. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji at the age of 5 was so skilled in Shastra Vidya. They had that. This is the characteristic, this is the attributes at the age of 5 that Baba Fateh Singh already has, right? This is who we're talking about. When they're at Gangu's house, Shama time ho gaya, Mata Gujri Ji is lying down on the bed, and what Mata Ji does is she takes the 5-year-olds. Look at our children. We've got children, young children, our nephews, nieces. When they're young, look how playful they are. And she takes Baba Fateh Singh Ji to one side. She lies on one side, and she takes Baba Zorawar Singh at the age of 7, and she lies him on another side. And she's lying down, and she's going to sleep. And this, according to one historian, Sital Singh Ji, he writes. This is what he writes, and he's looking at the characteristics of the two young Singhs. And he's saying, what conversation must they have had during this one night? And this is how the conversation, according to Sita Singh Ji, goes. And the thoughts that they must have talked about in the night. They're talking to each other. Baba Fateh Singh Ji gets up and sits down and looks over Mata Gujri Ji and looks up Baba Zorawar Singh Ji. Ke Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, ke look, where are we? As kithe aage? They're talking to each other. And Mata Gujri Ji is asleep. And just talking to you guys, look, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, where are they all? ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਏ? And Baba Zorawar Singh Ji is replying back to Baba Fateh Singh Ji and saying, Baba Fateh Singh, ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੀਰ ਤੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਮੈਦਾਨੇ ਜੰਗ ਚ ਗਏ ਆ. Baba Fateh Singh ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, Baba Fateh Singh replies back, they've gone to war without us? They've gone to war, they've gone to battle without us? Because that's not right. They're talking to each other. Imagine the scene. There is Adhi Raat hoi hai, and they're talking to each other, and they're saying to Baba Fateh Singh, to Baba Zorawar Singh, saying that this ain't right. They've left and they've gone to fight the Mughals without us. And Baba Fateh Singh says to Baba Zorawar Singh, you know what we're going to do? I see that we're not happy with this, and you know what we're going to do? When we see Baba Ajit Singh Ji again, when we see Baba Jujhar Singh Ji again, when we see our elder brothers again, we're not going to talk to them. This is the conversation they're having to Baba Fateh Singh and Baba Zorawar Singh. They're saying to each other, you know how kids do, that because you never took me there, I'm not going to talk to you now. So they're saying to each other, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ. We're not going to talk to him. When they return, because Baba Ajit Singh Ji is unconquerable. When he returns and he does victory at the Maidan-e-Jang, when he wins that battle and he comes back, we're not going to talk to him. We're going to ignore him. And then what will happen? Baba Fateh Singh says to Baba Zorawar Singh, "Hon pe fir ki hoga?" And Baba Zorawar Singh said, "Pata ki karenge?" What they're going to do? They're going to try to win us over. They'll play with us. They'll go out their way to try to please us, and they'll try to keep us kush. Right? This is the conversation the two younger sons are having, and they're saying what the brothers are going to do when they finally reunite. Because we're not going to talk to them, but they're going to get disheartened, and they're going to want to play with us, and they're going to go out their way to try to menace us. And then Baba Fateh Singh, Baba Zorawar Singh says to Baba Zorawar Singh says, what do we do when they try to menace us? We said we ignore them again, and we keep ignoring them, and they'll want, the desire will go even more for them to talk to us, to play with us. And they'll want to do jumping out to us, they'll hug us, they're going to chuck us in the air, they're going to play with us. This is what's going to happen when Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jujhar Singh come back. And Baba Zorawar Singh is saying to Baba Fateh Singh is sitting on the bed getting excited, thinking what that time is going to come. And Baba Fateh Singh then said to Baba Zorawar Singh, and Baba Zorawar Singh said to Baba Fateh Singh, what we'll do in the end, we'll go and sit in the laps of our Kalgitar Pita, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, asi pattan ch baithange. And when we sit there, what we'll do is, then we'll call Baba Ajit Singh Ji, and we'll call Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, and we'll make them stand in front of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and we'll make them promise that the next time you go to battle, the next time you go to Maidan-e-Jang, you're going to take us with you. And we will make them promise in the Hazuri of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and they will, whenever they go next time, they will have to take us. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji muskra jande ne. Baba Fateh Singh Ji is getting happy, thinking of those thoughts, that when they finally reunite, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to play that game with them. And this is what's going to happen. This is the conversation that's taking place in that night. And Mata Gujri Ji is listening to their conversation. Their grandmother is listening to their conversation. She's sitting there, just lying there, pretending to sleep and listening to what Baba Fateh Singh Ji and Baba Zorawar Singh Ji are saying to each other. The young children at the age of 5 and 7 are saying to each other, Ozam man paranda. Mata Gujri Ji gets sad, thinking, wow, inna kinna pyar apne vadde sahibzadyan de naal. Look how much pyar they've got for the elder brothers, and how they're getting excited, thinking what they're going to see them again. And what Mata Gujri Ji couldn't help, but she had to just grab both of them, and she hugged them tightly, and she kissed them on the forehead, and uddan jaake sutte si oh raat in Gangu's house. I thought I'd share that with you. When I read that history today, it touched me. I just thought about my children, my daughter, how when she talks about things like that, and what goes through my mind. But imagine what must have gone through the mind of Mata Gujri Ji when she heard that conversation, and she could see Baba Fateh Singh Ji getting excited, thinking when they're going to reunite, what games they're going to play with the Vadde Sahibzade. What must have gone through Mata Gujri's mind at that time? Only Akal Purkh knows. I thought I'd share that, because I've got to cut the long story short. We're moving on to the next scene. This is what happens next. That Raat, Ohi Raat, Gangu Brahman, what he does is he knows that Mata Gujri Ji has brought Khajana. She's got gold coins, she's got paise with her, and with them, sorry. And what Mata Ji has put them to one side in the closet. Gangu Brahman breaks into that room, Ohorat. He goes up to the lamari where the Khajana is. He goes up to the closet where the gold is and the paise are. And Mata Gujri Ji sees him, and what he does is he takes the gold into his own jacket, and he walks back out. Adirat. Svera Hunda, and Mata Gujri Ji then questions Gangu. And she says to Gangu, all you had to do was ask. All you had to do was ask what you wanted, and we would have given it to you. Tu seva karda Guru di, we would have given it to you. If you wanted paisa, you wanted gold, there's no need to do chori. Gangu, realizing that he's been caught red-handed, that goes on the defensive by saying, Mataji, how could you blame me like this? What are you saying? I'm not taking no money. I'm not taking none of this stuff. You're giving me, accusing me incorrectly. This is not right. This is not right. You're accusing me for something I ain't done. And Mataji Gangu ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਗੰਗੂ ਤੂੰ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਆ ਤੂੰ ਰੱਖ ਲਾ. You can keep the money. It's not a problem. ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਤੂੰ ਰੱਖ ਲਾ. You can keep it. Fine. But what Gangu does is he thinks now he's been found out that he's gonna have to do something about this now. He's got the money from Mata Gujri, but now his mind's thinking, 1 minute, I've got Mata Gujri and the Chote Sahibzade, the younger sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He knows that Aurangzeb has ordered this mass army to capture Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and he knows that the Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj to fall lagaya, but I've got their younger sons. This will be worth money for me. So what he does, he travels to Marinda, and Marinda, what he does is he goes to speak to 2 Mughals, Jani Khan and Ghani Khan. Jani Khan and Ghani Khan. He speaks to these 2 Mughals and he tells them, he says, listen, I'll tell you what, your masters will be pleased with you because what I have is something most valuable to you. And Jani Khan and Ghani Khan ask him, what have you got that's going to be so valuable to our masters? He says, look, I have got the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and I've got the younger sons, the younger princes, the Chote Sahibzade, Baba Fateh Singh Ji and Baba Zorawar Singh Ji at my house. Ghani Khan and Jani Khan khosh ho jande ne. Immediately they send a dispatch to Sarhand, Subedar, Wazir Khan, okay, look, that we've got this. And what they do at the same time, they get a few guards and they go to Gangu's house and they go and arrest Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade. They come to the house, at Gangu's house. The Chote Sahibzade are looking at Mata Gujri Ji and looking at the Mughal soldiers and pushing their corner. What are they doing? What do they want from us? And Mata Gujri Ji says, look, ਇਹ ਜ਼ਾਲਮ ਨੇ, they've come, they ਸਾਡੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਆਏ ਆ, they're going to take us to the Zubedar of Sarhand. They go into court, because I've got a long story short here. They go to Sarhand. This Khalsa Ji, Sar Sangat Ji, dear Sikhs, this is one part of history that every single Sikh, ਸਾਡੇ family member, ਸਾਡੇ ਯਾਰ ਮਿੱਤਰ, ਸਾਡੇ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਇਹ ਪੱਕੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਮਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਸਾਡੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ, ਸਾਡੇ elders should know this kahani inside out. We should know the sacrifices of Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade, because this is what happens next. And when I said to you when I started this talk that this is unparalleled to any other history, any other community in the world, this is how. Because this is what the Subedar of Sarhand, the Wazir Khan, does when Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade are entered into the compound. What he does, he orders to go and they'll be arrested, placed and captured to be in the Thanda Burj. There'll be a picture on the screen in a few moments of Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade in the Thanda Burj. Imagine the scene, Sasangat Ji, imagine it. Think about this for a second. Every time we leave our houses at this, it's December time, and they're high up in the air, 40 feet high up in the air, that Burj is, 40 feet. And if you think about it, how cold it must have been up there. Because they haven't got darwaje, there's no closed windows. It's Thanda Burj for a reason, that the hawa would go through one part of the tower and come out the other, and it's vice versa. It was designed specifically for that purpose, to be kept cold. In winter it was extremely cold. Even the ground was cold, the hawa that would come through the barrier was cold. This pure thanda, that's what it was called, the cold tower, Thanda Burj. Mata Gujri Ji, an elderly woman. Mata Ji is the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Kalgitar Pita. She's kept there. The Chote Sahibzade, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji at the age of 7, Baba Fateh Singh Ji at the age of 5, they're kept there. We as young people feel cold. We have to wear jackets, scarves, gloves. They had nothing. They only had the buster that they had when they left Anandpur Sahib. Because they only left Anandpur Sahib a day before that. And they've only got the clothes that they had at the time. So they're at the Thanda Burj and they're there and it's getting cold. And what happens is, I've got to tell you the scene. The thing is, Sasangat Ji, to do this kahani any justice, right, you have to listen to someone who's intelligent, someone who's a kathavajik, a proper historian, a scholar, a lecturer. Unfortunately, I'm not none of those things. So for me to tell you, I'm only giving you a glimpse. With your blessing, Maharaj Kirpakan, I'll be able to give you some kind of insight, but I'm only giving you a glimpse. To understand this story properly, we must learn Punjabi and we must listen to Katha from things from Damdim Riksal that tell you this Kahani with pure passion. Listen to Gyani Pravinderpal Singh, Gyani Sarvan Singh, Gyani, any sant. Listen to anybody who has with little bit of knowledge about this Kahani properly, and you will hear this story in such detail is unbelievable. I'm only going to give you a short glimpse of this, the whole Kahani. So imagine this scene now. They're at the Thanda Burj. It's cold, it's blowing wind, and it's in the middle of winter. And what's happening is Thandi Adhi Raat hundi hai. Imagine the scene, Sahaj Sangat ji. Mata Gujri ji she hasn't got no kumbul. She hasn't got no other basta that she can use for the Chote Sahibzade. So they cuddle up together. They all cuddle up together. Every time Baba Fateh Singh ji or Baba Zorawar Singh ji will thodi ji need aun lag jandi hai, they go to sleep, they put on the floor. On the floor is freezing cold. As a few minutes later, they wake again and they go again in the bosom of Mata Gujri ji to get some warmth. This is the halat, this is the sacrifices, this is the torture that our Chote Sahibzade received in these days. This is why we need to know this story. We need to know what happened to the Chote Sahibzade. They were kept in the Thanda Burj with Mata Gujri ji, in the Thanda Burj during this time. We have to look at Mata Gujri for a second now. Look at, this is the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Kalgitar Pita varga koi kadi hoya nahi na kadi hona, right? There's never been nobody like Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and there never will be. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji, we always let, someone's good, you always look at the parents. And who's the parents of Guru Gobind Singh Ji? Mata Gujri Ji, Mata Gujar Kaur kinu kehne jande, and Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji जिन्होंने शीश चांदनी चौक जाके अपना कीता सीगा चांदनी चौक, they gave Shaheedi at Delhi Chandni Chowk again with Aurangzeb to save the Hindu faith. Dharam di chadar tahi khaande hai, right? This is that mother. This is that mother that saw her son create the Khalsa force at Anandpur Sahib. This is that mother that saw what happened when Kirpa Ram and the 500 Pandits came down to Anandpur Sahib and asked Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to be their savior. This is that mother that saw her husband's cease return. By Detaji brings back the cease of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji from Chandni Chowk. Mata Gujri Ji has seen all these scenes. Mata Gujri Ji has seen her Lal, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. She's seen him in jung, she's seen him in battles, she's seen him in happier times. This is that mother, and she's with the Chote Sahibzade. Cutting the long story short, what happens is, Sver Hunda, in the morning, this is important, we know the story properly. In the morning, what happens is, 2 guards are sent to that tower. When Nitnem Mata Gujri de Chote Sahib ne kata ardas ho gaya, the 2 guards enter that tower and they say to Mataji, Kalgita Mata, what we have to do, we have to take your two your grandsons with us. Mata Gujri Ji knew that they're gonna take the Chote Sahibzade. Mataji knew that her time kila hega is evil time, is gonna be a very difficult period. And so what did Mataji do that night, that morning? She told the Chote Sahibzade, Singho, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, Baba Fateh Singh Ji, ek gal tusi chete rakhni hai. You want to remember one thing. Your great grandfather was Guru Hargobind Pasha. Your grandfather was Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Your father is Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Tusi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੀਵਨਾਂ ਤੇ you're not going to do no dog. We are not going to put a stain on that lineage. There's a great responsibility on your shoulders today, Singho, that you must go into Subedar's court. Wazir Khan is expecting you, and what he expects from you is for you to bow your head in his darbar. Singho, that was your lineage, that is your ancestry, that's the blood that runs through your veins. You make sure कि एक गल तुसीं चेते रखनी कि अपना तुसीं सीस किसे दे सामने अपना तुसीं चकना नहीं हैगा. You are not going to bow down to no man. This is your lineage. You make sure of that one thing. That's the message that Mata Gujri Ji is giving the Chote Sahibzade as the guards are standing there and they're taking the Chote Sahibzade away. The guards then think, okay then, Mata Gujri ji has just given a message to the Chote Sahibzade that they're not going to bow their head in Wazir Khan's court. We'll see about that. So they send a message to Wazir Khan that we're not going to bring the Chote Sahibzade in just yet, because Mata Gujri ji has told them not to bow their heads in your court. Wazir Khan Hassan lag janda. Le, dekh lende hain. They're only kids, they're only 5 and 7. We'll see about that. What he does is, he orders for the outer doors of the court to be shut. And in the outer, when the outer doors were shut, there's a small gate that's especially made there, a small door, that they used to bring in prisoners or kings into the court to do the humiliation. Because what used to happen is, when you have to walk through this small door, you had to bow down first. So tada cease ode darbar ch chokda siga. You liked it or not. This is what Wazir Khan's laughing about. We'll see about that. We'll see these Chote Sahibzade, they'll enter the darbar, and the first thing they will do is bow down to me. As they enter the darbar, they'll bow down to me. And then everyone will laugh that these are the sons of Guru Gobind Singh ji, and mere samne hi chokde ne. This is what he wanted. He wanted to show that the people in the darbar, that he's in the darbar, in his court, he's got full, all these next level qazis, other royalties and all these other people, dignitaries that are all sitting there and watching that tamasha, that listen, you are about to witness a historical event. You are about to witness, Wazir Khan is saying to the people in the court, you are about to witness the young sons of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj walk through that door, and then you know what the first thing they do? They're going to bow their heads to me. They're going to bow their heads to me. This is Wazir Khan telling his darbar. This is what's going to happen. So what happens is, everyone's looking towards the darwaje. As Baba Zorawar Singh ji and Baba Fateh Singh ji are brought towards the door, Baba Zorawar Singh looks at Baba Fateh Singh and says, Baba Fateh Singh ji, they're going to challenge us today. They're going to try to make us bow our heads in Wazir Khan's court. We can't do that. Mata Gujri de bachan ne. Mata Gujri de bachan ek asi apna sees kise nibhauna nahi. We're not going to bow our head to no man. And this is the bachan, and we have to respect the last wishes, the wishes of our grandmother. We have to respect that, make sure that no stain goes on our lineage. We are great sons of Guru Hargobind Pasha, Guru Tegh Bahadur Pasha, Guru Gobind Singh ji Kalgitar Pita. This is our father. We must make sure that we do not put a stain on their great lineage. So what happens is, Baba Zorawar Singh says to Baba Fateh Singh, you see that small door there? They're going to make us walk through that door. It's designed for put our head down first. But what we're going to do, we're going to enter the Wazir Khan's court, and the first thing that we're going to show this Wazir, this Subedar of Sarhand, is our juttiyan. The Chote Sahibzade got to the darwaja. As the darwaja unhone kholta te Mughal ne kiha ki tusi andar vado. Baba Zorawar Singh leads and walks through that darwaja first, and the first thing he shows Wazir Khan, when he told all the dignitaries there that they're going to see the young sons of Guru Gobind Singh bow down to me, he see the jutti walk through the door first. The jutti of Baba Zorawar Singh ji puts foot in the court of the Wazir Khan, and everyone just looks at Wazir Khan's face and thinking, dekh la. These ain't no aam niyaane. These are the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. They put their feet, their jutti, they never showed their head first, they put their hands first, they showed you their jutti before they showed you anything else. So they showed you the jutti dikha diti. Wazir Khan di besti ho jandi hai. He's lal ho janda, he becomes very gusse. Chal dekhde hain. And the first thing as Baba Zorawar Singh ji has done when they've entered the court, and this is by the people that write what's happening in the accounts of the court at the time. This is according to their ihtiyas. This is according to their own account of the court itself. They say when Baba Zorawar Singh ji stands in front of Wazir Khan, Baba Fateh Singh ji bhi apni jutti palla dikha ke aa jande khar jande naal. The first thing they say was, Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh. In the court of Wazir Khan, the Chote Sahibzade Sarhandi tarti ja ke fateh bulati. Fateh bulai. I want you to think about this, Satsang. Look how important this is. We get scared to say Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh to each other in each other's houses, in front of friends, in the gurdwara, at workplaces, on the playground, at the bus stops, wherever. When we meet each other, we get scared to say Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh. But these two young sons of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, our Chote Veer, at the age of 7 and 5, have entered a court, a darbar full of people they don't know, full of people of high caliber, and they've entered this court knowing full well these are our dushman, these are our enemy. They're not friends. It's hostile. We're on hostile terrain here. But the first thing they did was, they never said, oh my God, what do we say, what is ki karange? The first thing they did was entered, Palla Fateh Jaki Wazir Khan nu budai. Wazir Khan, or now this guy, he's losing the plot completely. Gusse ho gaya. Because in his court, he's got his basically done twice. First with the Juttiyan, the second in a Singha di khas di Fateh Jaki budai. And he's extremely going mad now. His people around him saying to him, calm down, bera thanda ho ja. This is according to the accounts of Wazir Khan's court, by the way. This is his accounts, the court's account. What happens? He's very, very gusse. But Tiga, this is what happens next. Wazir Khan then says to the Chote Sahibzade, Tiga, you know what we've done? We have killed your father. We have killed Guru Gobind Singh Ji. We have killed Baba Ajit Singh Ji. We have killed Baba Jujhar Singh Ji. To get the reaction, to gauge the reaction of the Chote Sahibzade. And Baba Zorawar Singh Ji says, you could not kill our father. There is no man born that can kill our father, Guru Gobind Singh Kalgitar Pita. Tu jhoot bolda, we do not believe you. Tu assi believe nahi kar sakde, tu koi sade pita ji tu harm kar sakda. And the Baba Ajit Singh Ji, you having a laugh. Baba Ajit Singh Ji is unconquerable. This is the character, this is the inspiration, this is the love and respect they had for their elders. And it showed in that court that day. Because they never, ek nahi gal unan Wazir Khan di mandi. If anything, they laughed it off. And they said, Chardi Kala chade, Chardi Kala. And the Chote Sahibzade, das diya ke there's nobody born that would be able to kill Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. Wazir Khan gusse ho janda. This is what happens next. In the court, if you remember last week when I told you about the Chote Sahib, when we went through the Ityas, the history of Saka Sarhand, Saka Chamkor Gadi, and what happened when General Nair Khan, remember the first Mughal soldier, the brave soldier who stepped forward to get Guru Gobind Singh Ji and the 40 Singhs from that Chamkor Gadi was General Nair Khan. And you remember when I told you Maharaj shot their teer at General Nair Khan Shati, and he dies there. This is that general's brother is a guy called Sher Muhammad Khan. Sher Muhammad Khan is in that court, right? Sher Muhammad Khan or the Nama. He's in the court, and Suchanand is another guy. He's a Hindu guy who's in his court. He's a bit of a royalty, but he's a slave into that darbar. And Suchanand tries to wind up Sher Muhammad Khan. Sher Muhammad Khan, he says to Sher Muhammad Khan, look, they're the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Remember the same Guru Gobind Singh Ji that killed your brother? Take badla, go and avenge your brother's death and take it out on the Chote Sahibzade. Sher Muhammad Khan was a man of respect and a soul. He had a bit of sharda in his faith. And what he said to Suchanand, and in the Parehoi Darbar, he said, I, in the name of Islam, cannot kill these children. These children are innocent. I will not go and tarnish the name of Islam by killing these children. If I want my badla, I will take it on the battlefield with Guru Gobind Singh Ji. This was his outburst in that court that day. This is what he said. And he looked at all the people in the court. Nobody dared look at him in the eye because he was a bit of a soldier. He was a bit of a brave man. And nobody looked him in the eye when he said, I will not be part of anything that involves the killing of the Chote Sahibzade. Because these are innocent children. If you want to take it out with the Khalsa Fauja or Guru Gobind Singh Ji directly, not with the children at the age of 5 and 7. And he goes, I will not go and tarnish in the great name of Islam in this darbar. And he walks away shouting that, I will not be part of this. Wazir Khan looks at this, and Suchanand goes to Wazir Khan, don't get worried. There's only one person, the rest of the people were all with you. We're going to stand with you. Forget him. Who's he? That's what he's trying to say to Wazir Khan. What you want to do to Kar? You've got the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Kalgitar Pita. Right? And they say to him, what they say is, this is what they say to the Chote Sahibzade. They say to the Chote Sahibzade, listen, I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We won't kill you. But what we will do, if you convert to Islam, if you give up Sikhi and convert to Islam and become Musliman, we'll let you free. You can go free to the Chote Sahibzade. Suchanand Unus from Jariyawa. This is what you need to do, and you'll be able to go and we live in peace. No one will get to you. You'll be fine. Okay? This is what they're saying to him. Chote Sahibzade reply to Satyanand, no, we're not going to convert to Islam. We were born Sikh, as he Sikh Rana. We are the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj. We're not going to tarnish that name. We will not tarnish our family name by converting to another faith. This is what the Chote Sahibzade at the age of 5 and 7 are saying to Satyanand, who's saying to him, we will give you land, we will give you a lot of wealth if you convert. The Chote Sahibzade said no. And then the Vizier Khan makes a bit of an outburst here and says to the Chote Sahibzade, you will have lambiya umrah, you'll have long lives, you will live for a long time if you convert. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji says to Vizier Khan, Baba Fateh Singh Ji says, if I become Muslim, does that mean I'll live longer life? Then Vizier Khan says, yes. So tu 80 saal da ho jaunga, you'll die of old age, because you will have lived a great life, we will give you great wealth and all this. And Baba Fateh Singh said, if I convert to Islam, you can't make my life any longer by converting to another faith. We were born Singhs and we will die as Singhs. This is the jawab that Baba Fateh Singh at the age of 5 gave to Vizier Khan that day. They have the conversation, and Satyanand is saying to Vizier Khan, look, they're not listening to us. We're saying to them to convert. You can do this. We'll give you great wealth. We'll give you all of these things. But they're not getting scared. They don't want none of this. They haven't got no knowledge. They've got nothing. They're saying to him that we'll give you everything. But the other way, if you choose not to convert, we will have to kill you. And they said, okay, we'll think about it. Asiri karna hai convert. The Chote Sahibzade reply. And that day, after this small incident, they're sent back to the Thanda Burj. They go back to the Thanda Burj, because I've got to cut a long story short here, and I'm looking at time also. They've gone back to the Thanda Burj, the Khau Tower, and they meet Mata Gujri Ji again. And when Mata Gujri Ji sees them coming towards her, she's very happy, and she goes and Jaffi Marke, they hug on each other and kiss them on the forehead. And then they're so proud. Baba Fateh Singh Ji is so proud. A young child, imagine a 5-year-old young child, saying to their grandmother, Mataji, what you told us to do, asi ohi kita. We went into the bar, he wanted us to bow our head down, we showed our jutti first. And then Mataji is getting all happy, thinking, wow, you did exactly what I asked you to do. And they said, Mataji, because they wanted us to say other things in the court, but asi jaake Fateh blai, we went in there. The first thing we said was Fateh in the court, and everyone looked at us, and everyone thought what we're doing. But we weren't scared. We weren't scared of nobody. We had no fear. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji with Chad and all is telling Mata Gujri Ji, and Mata Gujri Ji is getting so proud of the Chote Sahibzade. They stay true to her words. So that night, the Chote Sahibzade tell Mata Gujri, they're saying that, listen, Mata Ji, ये कहते हैं कि असी मुसलमान बन जाइए. They say that if we convert to Islam, we'll be able to live long lives, and they'll give us great wealth. Mata Gujri Ji, this is a Jummewari now, beinti to you. I want everyone to listen to this very carefully. This comes back to us. Mata Gujri Ji, I said this at the start, I'll say it again. Mata Gujri Ji, at this time, then Daraz the Ityas tells the Chote Sahibzade the full Ityas from Guru Nanak Dev Ji to leke to Anandpur Sahib ko Bishoda pe gaya. Everything. She tells them about the sacrifice of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. She tells them about the brave warrior that was Guru Hargobind Pasha. She tells them about the sacrifice of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. She tells them about Pai Sati Dasi, Pai Mati Dasi, Pai Diyala Ji. Mata Ji tells them about Guru Gobind Singh Ji. She tells them about the caste that was created. She told the Chote Sahibzade everything, the full Sikh history. The Chote Sahibzade inna pakka karta oh raat, ek raat ch. Mata Gujri Ji ne sara tas Chote Sahibzade dida ke, she told him everything. Okay, now you stand in that great lineage. You're part of that great history. You belong to that family. What they're going to try to do is trying to break you. They're going to try to take that away from you. They're going to try to make you put a stain on your family's name and Khalsa's name, the Sikh Panth's name. Don't do nothing that will put a stain on your father's name. And this is what Mata Gujri Ji changi tarah unhone drata. This is all happening. So the 2 raat at the Thanda Burj, the same night, that like I said to you, in the cold tower, and they have to sleep on the first. One thing I've got to mention here, because this is something that unfortunately historians and Kathavajik don't tell you a lot, and I'm pretty saddened by this, because I'm going to tell you of someone who's called Moti Mera. Please remember this name, and I should have said Shaheed Moti Mera, Mahan Shaheed Moti Mera. Moti Mera was a slave in the Subedar's court, right? He was in charge of cookings in the court. What happened is, he learns that Mata Gujri ji is the mother of Kalgitar Pita. He learns that they are in the cold tower and they're not allowed no food and no drink. I should have told you at the start when they got to the compound that they weren't allowed no drink and no food. I should have told you that, I'm sorry. He learns that they're not allowed no food or drink. So it's Moti Mera that went Addi Rate, chori, into the Thanda Burj and would give glass of garam dud to Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade. It was Moti Mera who did this. And we must know this, because the price that was paid by Moti Mera was immense. Because when Subedar Wazir Khan learnt that Moti Mera had given garam dud to Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade at the Thanda Burj, when he had given strict orders that no food or drink would be given to the Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade, when he learns, you know what he does? He doesn't put him in prison, he doesn't fine him, he doesn't get lashes, nothing like that at all. This is what he does. In those days, to get oil, what you have to do, ground wheat and all the other elements to get oil, there used to be massive boulders, you can imagine chakkiyan, big, really on a big scale. What he did was, he got Moti Mera and his family, his children and his wife. He got Moti Mera and his family, and what they were doing, they would chop down the root of the chakki, and the sara parvar pisya gaya siga. Sara parvar shaheed ho gaya. For what? For giving garam dud, warm milk, to Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade. And I'm disappointed that the historians don't mention this story enough. We should be wow proud of that. We should remember Moti Mera. We should remember his family. Every time is a commemoration of the Chote Sahibzade like it is today. We were about to cancel the program, but we thought that they said we got other things booked. I said, look, the situation is, Aj Ona da Ityas da Dahada, Aj Ona da Shaheedi Divisa. We're going to do the program, even if it's late, doesn't matter. We're going to do the program on their day. This is their day. This is what we're commemorating. So the Sahal Sangat that are watching, please tell others to watch the channel. It's important that we learn our history and tell others to learn our history and teach others. And this is why it's important that we learn about Moti Mera and what happened to his whole family, Khalsa ji, Sahal Sangat ji, his whole family peace diti si, because they give dud to Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade. Chalo, go to the next part. Next day, fir on the Mata Gujri ji does Nitnem with the Chote Sahibzade, and Aj aap Chote Sahibzadeyan di kalgiyan sajaiyan sigiyan, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਸਤਾਰਾਂ ਸਜਾਈਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ. And the message that Mata ji gives again was, ਸਾਰੀ ਰਾਤ ਮਾਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ. You have to remember, you will not put a stain on that ਇਤਿਹਾਸ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ. Chote Sahibzade are taken to Wazir Khan's court again. I've got to cut a long story short here, so please forgive me if I take a bit longer, but I think it's very important we learn what happens here. This is what happens in the second day in Wazir Khan's court. The Sucha Nand says, listen, these children ain't going to convert. What we'll do is, let's play with them for a minute. Let's ask him this question. But Sucha Nand, when being a slave, he wants the Wazir Khan to get upset, and he wants them to do the most severe punishment to the Chote Sahibzade. This is what happens. He goes to Sucha Nand in the Parihar Darbar of the court, says to the Chote Sahibzade, listen, chalo, man lo tusi nahi convert karde, forget you don't convert. But if we let you go and you go free, tusi ki karonge? What will you do if we set you free? This is the jawab that Baba Zorawar Singh ji at the age of 7 gives to Sucha Nand, the Wazir Khan, in that court. If you let us go free, we will go back into the jungles, we will gather our brothers and the Sikhs we will prepare for war, and then we will come back and surround Sirhind and take you out. Like you surrounded Anandpur Sahib, we will come back to Sirhind, we will surround Sirhind, and we will come and kill you. This is the jawab Baba Zorawar Singh gives Wazir Khan. And Suchanand, they're taken back. At the age of 7, they're not scared. They're saying to them, if we let them go free, they're going to go back, gather the Khalsa Fauja and come back and kill us. And they said, Wazir Khan, chalo, theeka. Suchanand fir puch. So they goes, okay, what about if we let you free and you do this and we capture you again? What will you do again? And then we let you free again. What will you do again? He said the same. Every time you let us free, we will go back and we will gather up forces and come back and we will try to kill you. And this is the third time the question Suchanand asks. And this time Baba Fateh Singh gives a jawab. He goes, Suchya thair ja, कि तू किन्नी वादी pushla. Because you can ask as many times as you want. The jawab that you will get from us is that we will go back, prepare for war, gather the Khalsa forces, tell the Vadde Sahibzade and tell our Sikh brothers and sisters what happened to us, and we will come back and we will come and kill you. This is, and we will give you the same jawab, doesn't matter how many times you ask us that question. This is what Baba Fateh Singh Ji, according to history, tells Wazir Khan, Suchanand, at the time. Wazir Khan's taken back. He couldn't believe what's happened here. These guys, I can't believe this. These children, age of 5 and 7, are giving such bold answers in my court. And this is what Suchanand says at that time. He goes, Nag de put nag hunde ne. I'll say this in English now. He goes, sons of snakes are snakes, to Wazir Khan. Wazir Khan then orders to his Qazis, listen, we want to punish these young children, dusi fatwa issue karo. The Qazis go back and debate. While they're doing their debate and thinking what fatwa we're going to give to the Chote Sahibzade, Suchanand says to him, I tell you what, let's try them one more time. Outside the court, what I want you to do is get a trolley of toys and get a trolley of barfiyan, right? We know that they haven't eaten, right? So what we'll do is we'll see the reaction. They've been hungry for 2-3 days now. Let's see what the reaction is when they see toys and food, sweets outside. Let's see what the young children will do. He says, okay, then fine. While the Qazis are sitting down to deliberate on what fatwa to issue to Chote Sahibzade, the Chote Sahibzade are taken outside the court. They're let free for a second. They go, you're free. And they look around, and outside, there's nothing. Everything else has been put away, and there are 2 carts there. One is full of toys, and the other cart is full of barfiyan sweets. Yeah. And the Chote Sahibzade, they don't even look at the carts. They don't even go over to the carts. What they do is they get their Sri Sahibs and they start doing bhakti. Asi Sri Sahib hagiya, we're going to go and do them over. And Suchanand looks at Wazir Khan and says, you want to let these things go free? They're not eaten for 2-3 days, and the only thing that they're interested in is their Shastar. This was the spirit of the Khalsa. This was and is the spirit of the Chote Sahibzade. This is the spirit that's been demonstrated, as a history is now witness to this, in the court of Wazir Khan. The Chote Sahibzade didn't even go to the sweet stall or the toy stall. They got their Shastar and started puja and asitanu jaake marna. Wazir Khan brings them back in. At the same time, the Qazi come over, and in the name of Islam, they issue a fatwa to the Chote Sahibzade, and fatwa alan kar ditta Sirhind nu कि we will break the Chote Sahibzade alive कल नू. सासंग जी देख लो, इन्ना जुल्म, वो भी मासूम बच्चा थे, innocent children at the age of 5 and 7. They're going to be bricked alive. The Chote Sahibzade are taken back to Mata Gujri for the last time. Mata Gujri ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਕਾਜ਼ੀ ਨੇ ਫਤਵਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਇੱਟਾਂ 'ਚ ਚਿਣਿਆ ਜਾਣਾ. Mata ji, the Qazi have ordered a fatwa that tomorrow we're going to be bricked alive. Mata ji, a grandmother, look at the motherly instincts that must go through the minds of Mata Gujri ji at this time. Mata Gujri ji is looking at the Chote Lal, she's looking at her grandsons, the innocent Chere, the young children of 5 and 7. And Mata ji is telling him, तुसी फिक्र नहीं करना. Don't fear. Don't worry. ये सारा पाना उस अकाल पुरख के हुक्म च हो रहा. ताडे परदादे ने गुरु अर्जन देव पातशाह जी ने ततिया तवियां ते बहना पिया. तो तेरा किया मीठा लागे हर नाम पदार्थ नानक मांगे मार्ज आचरण करते रहे कि you will is sweet to me, O Lord. Mata Gujri ji is telling the छोटे साहबजादे. She tells him, Guru Tegh Bahadur ji, Mata ji's धर्मपति, their husband, दिल्ली चांदनी चौक जाके शहीदी पानी पई. वो भी अकाल पुरख दा पाना मन के. भाई सतीदास जी, भाई मतीदास जी, भाई दयाला जी शहीदी पानी पई अकाल पुरख दा पाना मन के. Mata Gujri ji, after drawing the whole ityas, hugs the Chote Sahibzade tightly and they kiss him on the forehead again. And this raat, Mata ji did not sleep. Aaj di raat Mata ji nahi sote. As the Chote Sahibzade are lying with Mata ji on the Thanda Burj, Mata ji is looking at the innocent faces of Baba Fateh Singh ji and Baba Zorawar Singh ji. She's thinking tomorrow is Zalim Sarkar ne, this evil regime, are going to break these two innocent young children alive. Mata ji pagdi ch vas jande ne, and this night Mata ji did not sleep, and this night Mata ji did not let the Chote Sahibzade out of her arms. ये सारी रात और छोटे साहबजादे ने ना in the laps of Mata Gujri सकते. सवेरा हुंदा नितनेम दा वेला हो गया, नितनेम कर दिता. छोटे साहबजादे नितनेम करते ने, अरदास करते ने. माता जी आप छोटे साहबजादे ने तैयार करके आखिरी मेले हो लगे ने. सासंग जी, this is the last time that these young children are going to see their grandmother. What must go through the heart of Mata Gujri ji at this time? She can see that the guards are standing next to her now, and for the very last time she's looking at the chere of Baba Fateh Singh ji and Baba Zorawar Singh ji. She's looking at the innocent faces, and at the same time the Chote Sahibzade know that this is the last time that we're going to see Mata Gujri ji. That pyar that was between them, how inseparable it must have been. And Mata Gujri ji ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. They did a bachan here also. The last message that Mata Gujri ji give after giving all the ityas to the Chote Sahibzade was this. Is putro, when Mata Jeta Kaur ji Anandpur Sahib chadai kar gaye sige, you stayed with me. You stayed with me, you slept with me for every single night. I give you food in the morning, I give you food at the kala nu tusi mere naal baith ke khada. Asi hasya khedya, kitte vi asige ikkathe gaye. Hon putro, hon aj din oh aa gaya कि ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ. ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਚੇਤੇ ਰੱਖ ਲਿਓ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡਫਾਦਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਡੀਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਦੇ ਵੇਟਿੰਗ ਫॉर ਯੂ. ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਿਓ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਉਡੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ. ਬਾਬਾ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ at the age of 5 goes back to his grandmother and says, Mata ji, every time we went anywhere, you were with us. ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਤੁਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. You were always behind us, always walking behind us. Baba Fateh Singh ji saying to Mata Gujri ji. Mata Gujri ji comes back to Baba Fateh Singh and says, look, ਪੁੱਤ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੋਊਂਗੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਰੋ, ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆਉਣਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰਨਾ. And that was the last message. And the guards took the Chote Sahibzade away from their grandmother. Kinna okha oh vela hoga for Mata ji to leave, for the separation, final separation to take place. There's, what can you say? We can't imagine that, man. It's too hard. You've got to think about that for a second. That last time, imagine you're going to meet your family members and they're finally taking you away. How hard must that have been to an elderly woman and young children to comprehend what's about to happen next? Chalo, they say, Mataji tells them that Mata de piche piche hona tusi jao, they go. Because I've got to cut a long story short, because sama jada ho gaya, I'm going well over time here, I apologize. The time comes, Sarhandi Tarti Agi, Baba Fateh Singh ji, Baba Zorawar Singh ji are brought in front of thousands of people. Sarhand nu sada dita gaya. The whole Sarhand citizens, thousands, numbering their thousands as history tells us, came out to witness this one event. The Chote Sahibzade are brought out, they're going to be bricked alive. But nobody is stepping forward to carry out that order. And Wazir Khan is saying to him, who will carry this order out? Who will carry this order out? Do Mughal soldiers I sige. Well, Mughals actually weren't soldiers, but I'll tell you who they were. Sheshal Beg, the Beshal Beg. If I pronounce that name incorrectly, I apologize. But I shouldn't apologize, we shouldn't pronounce that name properly anyway. Sheshal and Begul, Sheshal and whatever, Beshal, whatever they were. These two Mughals come forward and say, listen to Wazir Khan, we've got a court case pending, right? But if we carry out this execution, we want you to give us pardon, right? Let our court case go free and we'll carry out the orders. Wazir Khan, noting that nobody else is stepping forward to carry out the fatwa of bricking the Chote Sahibzade alive, only these two are prepared to do it, but they want a pardon for it, for their crimes. Wazir Khan says, okay, pardon mil gaya. Look at this, look at the mindset of this guy. Look how evil, this corrupt this individual is. He's not doing this in the name of Islam. Islam is nothing about this. He's saying to the guys, for what crimes you committed, I'll let you go. For going to commit another crime? Either dimag de dekho ek pagal banda, Wazir Khan. Anyway, cutting long story short, these two guys agreed to that they'll carry out the execution. The Chote Sahibzade are now brought in front of Wazir Khan for the final time. In front of thousands of people this time. And now they know that this is real and you're about to give Shaheedi, and they say to the Chote Sahibzade, Akhri Mokka, last time I'm going to ask you, after this I'm not going to ask you again. Will you convert to Islam and save yourself? You will have life, you will give you great wealth. The Chote Sahibzade kya ke tere isi darbar tenu eh jawab ditta si, aj fir tere sari sangat de samne keh dinde ha, we will not convert to Islam, asi Sikh si, Sikh haan te Sikh hi rahange. That was the jawab that Chote Sahibzade gave to in front of thousands of people. Anyway, you guys carry out the order. The Chote Sahibzade are brought forward, and Wazir Khan is saying to the Chote Sahibzade, what I'm doing is I'm going to brick you alive. And Baba Zorawar Singh says to Wazir Khan, what you're doing today, you're not bricking two Singhs alive. What you're doing is you are laying the foundation of the Khalsa Raj. You are laying the foundation. तुसी अपना फाउंडेशन इत्थे लिख रहे हो कि इत्थे खालसा राज होना. Because Wazir Khan, साडी शहीदी इत्थे हो जाऊगी. We will go apart from this world. But आने वाले समय च ना तू इह चेता रख ली, यही थां ते यही पवित्र धरती ते केसरी निशान झूलणगे. This is the jawab, even to the last minute. Baba Zorawar Singh is given back to Wazir Khan. You're thinking you're bricking his life. You ain't bricking his life, mate. You're creating the first Khalsa Raj. You are laying the foundation of the Khalsa Raj. This is what you're doing by bricking us here. And in the coming years, you will find that in this very place where you're bricking us, there will be 100 feet Nishan Sahib Chuldange. The Khalsa Nishan Sahib will be here. This is what you're doing. And this is the jawab. Anyway, sama aunda, the execution is started. ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਟਾਂ ਉਹ ਵਰਤਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਨਾ, they start to brick them alive. They start with the feet. They put the itta over the feet, the palla layer. Every time a layer would be completed, the Chote Sahibzade at this point would say to the Sangatan, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We got to join in. We got to come there. We got to go to that scene. Imagine the Chote Sahibzade at the scene being bricked alive, but every time the first layer of bricks is going past, they're coming back and saying, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. This is the jawab every time the layers go. it came a time when it ਨੂੰ ਅੱਧੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਿਆ. And this Ityas tells us, some historians get this wrong and they say, oh, Wazir Khan said, it ਨੂੰ ਅੱਧੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ, it ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ. ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਆ. It was Baba Zorawar Singh who said to the executioner ਕਿ it ਨੂੰ ਅੱਧੀ ਨਾ ਕਰ, ਇਹ ਪੂਰੀ ਰੱਖ. ਇਹ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੀ foundation ਆ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ. ਇਹ ਚ ਤੇਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਣ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ. We're not going to break this. You can't break this. You keep the full. If you have to cut us any place, you cut us, but those itta must be full, because those itta represent the foundation of the first Khalsa Raj. This was the jawab Baba Zorawar Singh gave to the executioners. Kya baat hai. What inspiration, what a story, what Chote Sahibzade, what Singhs at the age of 5 and 7. This is the history, and this history is written by, because if Sikh is biased, Allah Yar Khan writes this, Hindu historians writes this, Sikh historians write this. The Subedar's own court records events and tell them that Baba Zorawar Singh is giving this jawab. Ki Baba Zorawar Singh idha keh rahe in front of thousands of Sarhandis. Anyway, there came a time, because I've got to cut a long story short, I'm not well over time, samaਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਕੰਧ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਨੀਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਦਬਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ. Inside the nia, they become unconscious. The ਕੰਧ ਕਲੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਬਣਾਈ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਡਿੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. The wall falls down. The two executioners, remember, Sheshul Beg and Beshul Beg, both of these guys grabbed the Chote Sahibzade at this point by the arms. At the moment they're unconscious, yeah? And what they do is, according to Islamic tradition or Islamic law, Sharia law, they take their talwara, and they cut the cease of the Chote Sahibzade. ਇੱਦਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੱਟੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਰਹੰਦ ਦੇ ਮੂਹਰੇ. ਇੱਦਾਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਵੀਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਸਰਹੰਦ ਧਰਤੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਈ ਸੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਦਿਨ ਤੇ. This is why we're sitting at such a time listening to the Ityas in commemoration of the Chote Sahibzade great sacrifice. This is how they became shaheed. Their heads, they were beheaded at Sarhand. And ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਸ਼ਾਂ, this is, the story hasn't ended yet. There's another 10 minutes to this. If the story hasn't ended, just keep listening please. Just another 10 more minutes of your time. They haven't ended. What's happened is, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਸ਼ਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ. ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਕਦੋਂ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਭਾਈ ਦਇਆ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਧਰਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਮਾਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਕਦੋਂ ਚਮਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਗੜੀ 'ਚ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਨਾ, they walked past the ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਲਾਸ਼ਾਂ, their bodies, and they said to Bhai Daya Singh ji, ਜੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਇੰਨੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਹੈਗੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਕਫਨ ਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਕਰੀ, otherwise all these Sikhs, all these Amritaris, they're my sons and daughters, and if you got enough kapra, do it all of them. ਅੱਜ ਸਰਹੰਦ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, their ਲਾਸ਼ਾਂ are lying on the floor and no one's allowed to touch them. The order is nobody's allowed to touch them. Mata Gujri ji, remember her aakhri bachan when they left, when the separation took place? Her bachan was, putro tusi turo, agge turo, main tade piche piche houngi. This is the bachan of Mata Gujri ji. And this is what happens with Mata Gujri ji, has witnessed the whole scene from the Tunda Burj. Mata Gujri ji, after seeing the scene of what's happened, ਚੌਂਕੜੀ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਤਾ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ, ਦਸਮ ਦਵਾਰ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ. ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਠੰਡੇ ਬੁਰਜ. Don't let anybody in a gurdwara or a historian on TV or anyone near you come and tell you that Mata Gujri ji jumped off that tower. Mata Gujri, Kalgitar di Mata, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਧਰਮ ਪਤਨੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ ਚੌਂਦੀ ਚੌਕ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ. They seen their grandsons become shaheed. ਇਹਦੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਕਮਜ਼ੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ. This Mata's dil was hard as a rock. She was in tune with the Akal Purakh. Okay, so don't ever tell you that. Mata ji shaheed hoye, shaheedi Akal Purakh de hukum te, because they were Pramgyani one so, because they were Pramgyani, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਨਸਾਰ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ they leave that body. I need to mention that, okay? Coming back to the second point, the order that's given by Wazir Khan is ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾ ਸਕਦਾ. Nobody's allowed to touch the bodies of the Chote Sahibzade that are lying on the floor. What happens is, there's no land in Punjab that we can do the final Atam Sanskar. No land in Punjab. You can't do it. You're not allowed to do it here. And what happens is, if Todarmal, a Musliman, comes and says to Subedar, lacha minu lendo, please. You tell me how much you want, tell me how much paisa you want, let me take the lacha of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujri. Let me take them. Tell me what you want. Wazir Khan says to him, gives the X amount, paise, ke inna lacha tu le sakda. The Todarmal gives that paisa, because he's a Mir Banda, he gives that paisa, and then he has to find a 30. Now there's no 30 on Punjab that will allow anybody to for the cremation of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujri, right? Nobody is allowing that until Todarmal go and meets, and I've got his name here somewhere, and I think it is Chaudhry Atta Khan. Chaudhry Atta Khan di zameen te na Todarmal ne jaake, they did a negotiation. He said to Chaudhry Atta Khan, give me a small, because you got a lot of land, give me a small piece of land where I can cremate these bodies. Chaudhry Atta Khan ne kiya, because he knew that Todarmal had a bit of money. He said, tell you what, how much land you can put gold on, gold coins on, wo 30 tu le la. Todarmal ne with gold coins ਉਹ land ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਰੱਖ ਗਏ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਥਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੁਜਰੀ ਦੇ ਆਤਮ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਟੋਡਰਮਲ ਨੇ. We must mention them also because they did a great sacrifice in respect of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujri. While all this has happened, Sat Sangat Ji, while all this has happened, Guru Kalgitar Pitta, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, I'm really wrapping up now, so please just bear with me, just finishing the final bits now. Guru Kalgitar Pitta had got to a place called, got to his, a sevak, the Allu of Guru Gobind Singh Ji called Rai Kalla. They've got to his house, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, along with Pai Daya Singh Ji and others. They got to Rai Kalla's house and they say to Rai Kalla, ke Chote Sahibzade di khabar nahi milni hegi. Tu koi banda page, go send somebody, find out what's happened to the Chote Sahibzade, Asarhand. He sends one of his a messenger from where Rai Kalla lived, who is a Muslim by the way, and he sends Noora Mai. Noora Mai goes to Sarhand, he listens to what happened to the Chote Sahibzade, the whole story, he listens to what happened to Mata Gujri, he listens to how Todarmal had to buy land to cremate him, and then he starts to cry. And he thinks, now I've got the duty to go back to Rai Kalla in Maharaji Hazuri and tell Guru Gobind Singh Ji what's happened to the Chote Sahibzade. And he doesn't come back in a hurry, to be truthful with you, as history tells us. Kalla Rai had a bit, where his house was, he could see from a distance when Noora Mai is coming back here, and they can see, everyone's looking at Noora Mai, that he's coming back, but they can tell by his walk that something's up. Because he's walking slowly. He's in deep thought. He's thinking deeply, what should I say to Guru Kalgitar Pitta, what happened to Chote Sahibzade? He's thinking slowly walking up. He finally gets to Rai Kalla's house, and then Pai Daya Singh Ji says to Noora Mai, ke das sanu ki hoya Sarhand di dharti ch. And he, dasda nahi. Rai Kalla says to him, das ki hoya Sarhand di dharti. He doesn't say nothing, he doesn't know what to say. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj ne kiya, Rai Noora, das de, Sarhand di dharti ki beeti, Chote Sahibzade de naal. And the story I just told you, Noora Mai, us waqt Guru Kalgitar Pitta ji ne ਇਹ story ਦੱਸੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਤੇ ਉਸ as history tells us, ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕਲੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਿੱਖ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀਗੇ, Pai Daya Singh Ji, Rai Kalla ਹੋਣੀ, ਸਾਰੇ they start to cry, think, listen to what's happened. And Guru Kalgitar ਦੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਦੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਪੈ ਗਏ. There should be a picture up on the screen. Guru Kalgitar Pitta ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਨਾ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ, they had a ਤੀਰ in their hand. Tੀਰ ਤੇ on the ground, they were scribbling or something. And there's a booty there, a small plantation there. And what they did was, Maharaj with that teer, they took that plant out. And ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਬਚਨ ਇਹ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੜ ਪੜ ਦਿੱਤੀ. ਇੱਥੇ ਰਾਏ ਕਲੇ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੜ ਪੜ ਦਿੱਤੀ. We have ripped the roots of all evil. And this is what Maharaj stated at this time at Rai Kalla when they heard of what happened to Chote Sahibzade. Sat Sangat Ji, the final 2 minutes of the whole show. This is what I'm going to tell you now, what happened at Damdama Sahib. You've heard the Sakhi, you've heard the story. I know I haven't done it justice, I apologize for that. but Maharaj Kirpa de Naal, I hope I'll be able to give you some kind of glimpse of what happened. What happens is, at Damdama Sahib, Guru Kalgitar Pita ko Damdama Sahib पहुंचे सी ना, माता साहेब कौर जी ने गुरु कलगीधर पिता ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ 4 ਲਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ, I can't see the 4 ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ, where are they? ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਨੇ? Where have they gone? And Guru Kalgitar Pita said these bachan at that time. Maharaj ने किया, इन पुत्रन के शीश पे इन पुत्रन के शीश पे होर दे सतचार, 4 मुए तक क्या हुआ जीवत कई हजार, 4 मुए तक क्या हुआ, if 4 have gone, so what, जीवत कई हजार. This was the bachan of Damdama Sahib, and the only thing I reason needed to end up on that one point was because when Maharaj said those bachan, Guru Kalgitar Pitaji was talking about us in those thousands. कि आज 4 शहीद हो गए ना, there's thousands that still live on. And my आखिरी बचन is साथ संगत जी, you seen the प्यार that Guru Kalgitar Pita has shown his Sikhs. What प्यार do we show back? I want to leave it with that. And the final thing I want to say is, if the text numbers on the screen, give us your views on how we can improve the show and obviously get better historians, lecturers, Kathavajik, Vidwans here instead of me sitting here telling you Sokhiyan. I'll hopefully get someone who knows what they're talking about and can deliver a lecture. I apologise you've had to put up with myself. I hope with your blessings I'll be able to give you some kind of glimpse of the Ityas of the Chote Sahibzade that we're commemorating today. And if I've said anything wrong, if I've said anything wrong, history quoted it wrong, recited Bani wrong, told the wrong account, said someone's name wrong, or even my own bachan that vichara kevri galat ho jandiyan, je main koi galat kuch keh detta hoya, main tade hath jod ke benti karta maafi mangnu. I apologise. The Sah Sangat ji, I also thank you for watching the show today. Thank you for taking your time out in commemorating the Shaheedi of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujri ji. And this is the bachan, and if you've missed the first part, like I said at the start of the show, if you're on Facebook, that is, if you go onto facebook.com/Sikh Youth Project, the first part of the Wadda of Tamkor Garida Saka Awadi Dada, the history is there. So if you want to learn the full history, please learn. My humble request to everyone watching is please learn your history. Please, please, please learn your history. Because when you learn your history, it will bring you closer to your Guru. And when you become closer to your Guru, hopefully with Maharaj Smatta de Naal, we will not do anything that would tarnish their great name, their great heritage, our great history. That's our request for myself. If I've said anything wrong, which I'm sure I've done probably plenty of times, I apologise. Apart from that, please give us your comments on the text number or on Facebook itself. And apart from that, Dhanwad Sangat TV that give us the mocha to share the views and obviously the viewers for listening to the whole program. Apart from that, ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੁਲਾਈਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਜ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ. Everyone's going to say ਫਤਿਹ loudly, even if you've never said ਫਤਿਹ before in your entire life. This time, this one time, we're all going to do ਫਤਿਹ together in commemoration of the ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.
ਭਾਰੇ ਨੇਤਰ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਜੀ ਆਖਿਆ ਮਾਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਹਲਕਾਰੇ, ਕਰ ਤਿਆਰੇ ਪੋਤਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੰਨਦੇ ਚਿਣ ਚਿਣ ਕੇ ਦਸਤਾਰੇ, ਸੁਪਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵਣਗੇ, ਸੁਪਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵਣਗੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਮੋਹਣੇ ਅਲਵੇਲੇ, ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ, ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ, ਹੋਣੇ ਲਾਡ ਲਡਾ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਕੋਟ ਕੋਟ ਨਾਲ ਲਗਾ ਲੈ ਦਿਲ ਦੇ, ਅੱਜ ਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਘਾਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੋਤਰੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਛੜੇ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਦੇ, ਹੈ ਉਮਰ ਵਧੇਰੀ ਤੇ, ਹੈ ਉਮਰ ਵਧੇਰੀ ਤੇ, ਜਿਗਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਸੱਟ ਕੁਵੇਲੇ, ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਜਾਣਨ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਜਣਾ ਮੌਤ ਨਗਾਰਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਵਣ ਲਈ ਮਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਮੂਰਖ ਕੌਣ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਸਭਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਸਭਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੌਤ ਦੇ ਵਾਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਲੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੱਲੀ ਬੈਠੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਰਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਊਗਾ ਕੌਣ ਤਲਾਸੇ ਮੁੜ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪਤਾਸੇ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਣ ਹਨੇਰੀ ਸੇ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਣ ਹਨੇਰੀ ਸੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਹਰੀ ਸ਼ੈਲ ਦੇ ਕੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਡਰਾਂ ਵਜੀਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਲੈਣ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਛਤਾਤਾ ਹੁਣ ਔਗਣ ਹਾਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਈ ਕਲਗੀ ਧਰਦੀ ਏ ਮਾਤਾ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲਿਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲਿਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਪੀ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਛੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਟਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਰ-ਦਰ ਕੰਬਦਾ ਭਾਰਤ ਸਿਰ ਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਧਰਮੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਜੰਦਰੀ ਸ਼ਰਾ ਸ਼ਰਾਰਤ ਹੁਣ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੋਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਚੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਗਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਵਾਰ